today, I'll be using every sports game to use a player from every letter of the alphabet from A to Z. And the way this works, I will be using one player per letter. I will not be using one player per sport. So for the letter A, for example, we'll be using one player, not a player from every game. But I'm going to do my best to mix up the games we use. That way, every sport is represented at least a few times each. For the letter A, I will be using from the NBA, Giannis Antetokounmpo. And I'm sorry, Giannis, I love you as a player, but I can never pronounce your name correctly. Maybe I got it right, though. And as we go through each letter in this video, I'm going to give one or a few honorable mentions of some other players with the same letter. And for the letter A, it's Ronald Acuna Jr. of the MLB, who's won an MVP award before. And as we get into this game with Giannis, I'm going to say this right now, there's definitely some players that I could have missed from every single letter. I made this up completely by myself, so it's tough to make this list, including every single sport, without probably forgetting a few people. But you guys let me know in the comments down below. Let me know your favorite player from every letter in each sports game. And Giannis is getting quadruple teamed. What is happening? Now, one last thing when we talk about Giannis here. Giannis may be the best player with the letter A, but that's not going to be the case for every single letter, as we're going up for a lob, and Giannis throws it down on the alley-oop slam for the letter A. Because like I said, I'm going to be mixing up the sports games, so to keep every game included, sometimes I didn't use the best player at every letter. Now that brings us to the letter B, and the player I'll be using is Mookie Betts of the MLB. Some honorable mentions for the letter B include Joe Burrow of the NFL and Devin Booker of the NBA. I'm going to say this right now, for MLB, we are playing on beginner difficulty. Now look at me. You're going to be okay. It's on beginner. Don't worry about it. Trust me, I could play on a lot better difficulties than beginner, but the reason I'm doing that is because we have a lot of players to score with, so we don't want to take too much time. And Mookie Betts going to have a base hit. We got to hit a home run, though. And I don't always put a like goal on videos, but for a video like this one that took a lot of effort to make this list and get it going, if we can get 3,000 likes on the video, that would be awesome. I would really appreciate it. And there's a perfect for that 3,000 like goal. We can admire a perfect home run from Mookie Betts just a little bit as he hits that one to left field. For the letter C, we are going with John Cena of the WWE. Now, I know what you're saying. Yes, WWE is not a real sport, but it is entertainment, and I include it in the video, so we are going to be having some WWE superstars here, and John Cena is the perfect person for letter C. Letter C had two really great players in their sport as well, Steph Curry of the NBA and Sidney Crosby of the NHL. And here we go, one-on-one with the WWE champion, and that is Cody Rhodes and John Cena. Did we hit the super finisher? Cena, roll through. Roll through, Cena. We're hitting the super finisher. We're going attitude adjustment into another AA. John Cena plants the WWE champ. Get the 3 count, John. 1, 2, 3. John Cena wins for the letter C. For the letter D, we are headed back to the NBA as we have Kevin Durant, multiple-time Finals MVP and League MVP. And we are here in Phoenix for KD, and KD gonna get the ball off the tip-off. KD, one of the greatest scorers of the basketball of all time. Let's see if we can go like post-fade here. Durant off the glass and in, green light for the former league MVP and 2-time finals MVP. And I should have mentioned this earlier, we are going by last name if you couldn't tell by now. For the letter E, there's not a lot of players to choose from, but we still have a superstar player to pick here, and that is Joel Embiid of the NBA, a former league MVP. On the top of my head, I think the best honorable mention for the letter E is going to be Jack Eichel of the NHL. And Joel Embiid is going up against Victor Wembanyama, who is absolutely massive. Obviously, Embiid is very tall as well, but Wembanyama has a few inches on him, which is crazy, but Embiid is stronger if I had to guess. And let's just let them score. I don't really care what happens here. Joel Embiid, you want to get a rebound? That's off the mark. Now Joel, we're going in the paint. Joel Embiid right now, one of the greatest NBA players right now in the game, just won the MVP last year on Victor Wembanyama. Nice and easy. I was hoping he would slam it down, but we put it in. For the letter F, we are headed back to the baseball diamond as we'll be using Freddie Freeman, former league MVP and World Series champion. Funny enough, the two honorable mentions for the letter F both have the same last name, and that is Fox. We have Adam Fox of the New York Rangers in the NHL and De'Aaron Fox of the Sacramento Kings in the NBA. So we are back with the Dodgers, and honestly, I can't think off the top of my head, but Freddie Freeman and Mookie Betts are obviously teammates if you watch the MLB, and that's a perfect out. You don't love to see it. I don't know if we're going to use another group of teammates in this video like we are for Betts and Freeman. I'm going through my list letter by letter. I'll try to remember as we progress through the video, but Freddie Freeman that time, it is not a perfect out. The ball barely just came back into the screen. It took forever to come back down as Freddie Freeman hits at 438 feet. Like we did for Betts, let's admire a nice perfect home run for the letter F in the MLB. MLB. For the letter G, we are headed to WWE with the ring general, the longest reigning intercontinental champion of all time, Gunther. Honorable mentions for the letter G are Myles Garrett of the Cleveland Browns and Paul Goldschmidt of the MLB. Come on, Gunther, we're going up top. You guys are going to love this one that are not familiar with the WWE. Even though it's predetermined, it has awesome moments. And just take a look at how awesome this is. A power bomb from the top rope, which should put Sami Zayn away for the 1, 2, 3. Gunther wins. The letter H had a ton of great players. It was tough to decide, but I'm going with Tyreek Hill of the NFL. Now, honorable mentions for this letter include Erling Haaland in FC 24 and Bryce Harper in the MLB. Now, what I would say is that I think Haaland is actually better than Tyreek Hill, and I don't even watch that sport really, but Tyreek Hill, not as accomplished as Haaland, but I wanted to get the NFL involved, and trust me, we are going to be getting FC 24 involved quite a bit as we get to some of these other letters, so I went to Madden here. Let's see if we can air this ball out to Tyreek or just get it to him, Tua, and instead we're intercepted. It really should be simple, though. It should be Tyreek Hill just flying and catching a football for a touchdown, and that is what it's going to be this time. Tyreek Hill, he's got it. Will he throw up the peace sign? Yes, he will. Tyreek Hill in the end zone for a touchdown, and we got a little bit of a team celebration here. For the letter I, we have Kyrie Irving, a former NBA champion, and this is one of the few letters in the video where I couldn't think of an honorable mention. I said earlier, I might have forgotten some players, so if you can think of anybody with the letter I that I missed, feel free to let me know in the comments down below, but I'm pretty confident Kyrie is the best one. I could be wrong, but I feel pretty confident. Kyrie, good moves. Come on, step back, Kyrie, trying to pull it up. That looks pretty good, doesn't go. I thought I got a green release on it. Kyrie driving into the paint. Kyrie Irving, he gets the layup to go. The letter J has a lot of great players like Justin Jefferson in the NFL, Aaron Judge in the MLB, and Lamar Jackson of the NFL. But even with all of those guys, it's an easy choice. It's LeBron James of the NBA. Forget D'Angelo Russell. If LeBron could just run past Karl Anthony Towns and slam it down, LeBron James. Oh my goodness, what a dunk. For the letter K, there's a few good options as well. We have Nikita Kucherov of the NHL. We have Harry Kane in FC 24, but I'm going with 3-time Super Bowl champion Travis Kelce of the NFL. Got the ball back now, though, and we're inside the red zone, which means it's Kelce time. Mahomes, easy pass for the letter K. For the letter L, I'm going with 2-time Finals MVP and 2-time NBA champion Kawhi Leonard. Honorable mentions for the letter L include Francisco Lindor and CeeDee Lamb. Well, the letter L is not an L for Kawhi Leonard because this man has multiple NBA championships, and Kawhi trying to drive in, he gets it to go off the glass. When he plays, he's tough to stop. Names for this letter are unbelievable, and they include players like Patrick Mahomes of the NFL, Connor McDavid of the National Hockey League, and Kylian Mbappe of FC 24. But at the end of the day, there is a player with the letter M last name that may go down as the GOAT of the biggest sport in the world, and that is Lionel Messi of FC 24 and the sport of soccer/football. I feel like we have to go with him. I just can't believe how stacked this letter M is. But Lionel Messi, how could I not use him here? How did I miss that pass? Also, get that ball back. And we take a penalty, I think. Yes, we did. Get that ball. Get it to Messi. Lionel Messi. Come on. It's too easy. First time with the ball. Oh, he stopped and he scores. It's too easy. One possession, he actually touches the ball and he already scores a goal. For the letter N, it was an easiest choice. We're going with Neymar. All right, Neymar. Let's score with him. Neymar Jr. I was going to use him on Brazil, but I don't think Brazil's even in this game. I actually don't know why, because I don't play it that often. If anyone knows, let me know in the comments down below. But Neymar made that look easy. For the letter O, we're going with our first hockey player. It's going to be Alexander Ovechkin. Honorable mentions, though, for the letter O are really good, as we have a 14-time world champion in the WWE, Randy Orton, and Shohei Ohtani of the MLB, a 2-time league MVP, and maybe one of the greatest players of all time as a two-way player. Got this puck to Ovechkin. Ovechkin, low on energy, doesn't matter, has the puck and he's robbed on the doorstep. Are you kidding me? On a breakaway. How did he save that one? This time, Ovi save again. Ovechkin, there it is, a slap shot from Ovechkin, on fire. What a celly. Let's move on. For the letter P, we are headed back to the NFL with Micah Parsons of the Dallas Cowboys. 3rd and 9, this is our chance to sack him here. Come on, Micah. Come on, Parsons. Get to him. Micah Parsons with the strip sack. We will take it. Letter Q is one of the letters with very few people even having the last name that starts with Q. The best player I could think of is Jonathan Quick, who's no longer that good in the NHL, but he is a 2-time Stanley Cup winner at goalie. And we are in net with Jonathan Quick, and obviously we're not going to score as a goalie, but we're going to make a save. So Jonathan Quick, step up, make a save with the glove, bounced off the glove. Maybe we can get one more. We'll try to get one more save with them. Let's see, are they going to get this puck to Jonathan Quick? Are they going to take a shot here? Quick. Get ready to stop it with the blocker. Now, Roman Reigns is the longest reigning WWE champion of the last 30 years. He held the title for over 3 years, defending it at WrestleMania 4 consecutive years, which is an unbelievable feat. Probably will never be done again. Honorable mention, though, for the letter R is Cristiano Ronaldo. And honestly, if I didn't go with Messi earlier, I would have used Ronaldo. Roman, we got double R here. Roman Reigns, get the Rock in the corner here. Hit the super finisher and win this match. Boy, I messed that up. There it is, super finisher this time. There's the Superman punch into the spear, and down goes Roman Reigns' cousin, The Rock, for the 1, 2, 3. Roman wins. For the letter S, we are headed back to the MLB, where we have Corey Seager, a 2-time World Series MVP. Corey Seager, 2-time World Series MVP with 2 different teams. I believe that's a feat that not a lot of people have done, but Corey Seager has done it, and he just hit a monster, perfect home run here in Texas that just went 461 feet. And we will admire Corey Seager's perfect home run here in Texas. Letter T was a simple no-brainer for me, as I'm using Mike Trout of the MLB, multiple-time league MVP, and when it's all said and done, one of the greatest baseball players ever. And I think the biggest honorable mention for the letter T would be Jason Tatum of the NBA. For Mike Trout, though, it's unfortunate because he's going to go down as one of the greatest baseball players to probably never win a playoff series. And baseball is a tough sport because you can't win it by yourself. If this guy's career doesn't prove it to you, I don't know whose will. A multiple-time league MVP, greatest baseball player of the 2010s, not one single playoff win to show for it yet. For the letter U, it's another no-brainer. It's the Undertaker of WWE. The Undertaker, maybe the greatest WWE superstar of all time, went a perfect 21-0 at WrestleMania, the grandest stage of them all. Come on, Undertaker, roll through there. Nice work, trying to get the win. I don't care if it's predetermined or not, by the way. To go 21-0 on the grandest stage of them all, for them to give you 21 straight wins, if it's predetermined or not, they need to love you, and you need to be one of the greatest of all time. And lucky for Undertaker, he definitely was. Now we got to get Kane on the ground. Come on, counter. Good job, Undertaker. Catch him with the tombstone. Catch him with the tombstone. No, he caught us with the tombstone. He caught us with the tombstone. Undertaker, no, we're down. We got to kick out of this one, Taker. And we do it nice and easy. Get him up, Phenom. Get him up. Go for the tombstone. Hit the tombstone pile driver. Super finisher. The jumping tombstone pile driver. Rest in peace. For the letter V, we're going with Vinicius Jr. If I mispronounce his name, let me know in the comments down below in FC24. I'd be lying if I told you I knew anything about Vinicius Jr., but I know he's an absolute monster on the football/soccer field. He is one of the greatest in the game today. Let's see if we can get him a goal. He's got the ball again. He's got absolute wheels. He is flying around everybody. Look at the moves. Come on, cut inside. Cut inside. He just lost the ball. Come on, finish this time. Finish this time. Snipe it. There it is. Vinicius Jr. scores for the letter V. For the letter W, we are headed back to the football field with TJ Watt of the NFL. TJ Watt, one of the best defenders, if not the best defender in the NFL today. This man needs to get a Defensive Player of the Year. He's getting robbed out here, and he's got Tua Tagovailoa taking him down on the first play I used him. For the letter X, it's such a difficult letter to find names for that, honestly, I couldn't find any people with last names with the letter X that were worthy of being in this video, so I'm going with the first name here, and a solid MLB player in Xander Bogaerts. I've done pretty much A to Z videos in each individual sport on different channels throughout the years, and X is always the hardest to find somebody for. So we go with a first name, and Xander flies out. Come on, third time's the charm, Xander. Third time is the charm. Hit this one out of here. That one has to be gone. It's got the elevation. See you later for the letter X, Xander Bogaerts. For the letter Y, I'm going with Christian Yelich of the MLB, a former National League MVP. The only honorable mention I could think of for the letter Y is going to be Trae Young of the NBA. Y is another tough letter. These bottom letters are super difficult to find somebody, but Yelich is a former National League MVP who just hit that one straight away center. 451 feet. Let's watch the replay here. He's no longer in his prime, still a solid MLB player, but when he was in his prime, he was an absolute monster doing things like that, like hitting a dead center shot that went 451. And we will end this video on the ice in the NHL with Mika Zibanejad to represent the letter Z. As a New Yorker and Rangers fan, it feels good to end it off with Mika Zibanejad, who is a superstar player, there's no doubt about it, in the NHL today. With the letter Z last name, it's Zibanejad. Ripped a slapper. I thought he was going to end it right there. Gets that one around the net. He goes, and Zibanejad, that one also saved. Gets robbed twice on the doorstep. Now Zibanejad trying to go through the middle of the ice. He's making his way towards the net. He got hit. Oh my, Zibanejad, get up. Mika Zibanejad on the backhand. He can't put one in. Can't buy a goal right. You're kidding me. How did that one not go? In front, still not going. Goalie's down and out. Just shoot it on net. How did he save that? Zibanejad looking for the perfect moment to shoot this one, and he's finally got the goal. Mika Zibanejad ends it. The letter Z is done, and the whole alphabet is done. That's gonna do it for the video, everyone. If you enjoyed it, do me a favor by hitting the like button and subscribing to the channel, and make sure to go check out my other channels that are in the description down below, and I'll talk to y'all in the next one. Peace.